Hey guys, and welcome to my January TBR video. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the books that I would like to try to finish in January of 2025. I'm really excited about all the books on this list. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read all of them, but I'm definitely going to do my very best to read them. The first book on my list is going to be Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This book comes out this month. I'm really excited to read it. It is the third book in the Empyrean series, basically the Fourth Wing series. I am so excited to read this book. I love Fourth Wing. It is one of my top 3 favorite books of all time. Even though Iron Flame, which is the second book in the series, wasn't my absolute favorite, I am really excited to see what happens after the ending of Iron Flame, because literally Rebecca Yarros deserves jail for doing that to me, but I really need to know what is going on with my besties in that series. I need it right now, and as soon as I get that book, I will be dropping every single thing that I am doing and reading that book. I love it so much. I literally took vacation from work so I could read that book, and I cannot wait to read it. It's going to be amazing. The next 2 books I want to read are arcs that I received from NetGalley. The first book is called My Friends by Frederick Bachman. This book comes out in May. I'm really excited to read it. I actually am 30% through the book right now, actually on my Kindle, and I'm really enjoying it. It is really cute. It's about this girl named Louisa who had a really hard life. She's an orphan, and she's obsessed with this painting, and she actually meets the artist of that painting, and when the artist dies, he gives her the painting, and it's worth a ton of money, and right now she's trying to figure out what she's going to do with that painting. It's really interesting. It's a literary fiction novel. I've actually not read that many literary fiction novels, so it is really interesting to read one. And I have a bunch of books by Frederick Bachman, and this is actually one of the first books I've read by him. I think that the writing is really beautiful, and I'm really enjoying it, even though I'm not much of a literary fic gal, but it is very good so far, and I definitely think it's going to be a highly rated book. The next book I want to read is an arc from NetGalley that I got called It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. I really want to read this book because it sounds really cute, and I've never read any books by this author, and I do own 3 of her books. I own Summer Romance, Same Time Next Year, and Nora Goes Off Script, and I really want to read this. It sounds really cute. It's about this girl who's basically just a little liar. I can't really remember all the details, but it sounds really cute, and I really want to read it, and I heard that she's a really good author, so I would like to finish this book this month because I do have the arc for it. The next books I want to read are the next 2 books in the Housemaid series. I want to finish the 3rd book, The Housemaid is Watching, that's in the series, and I want to finish the novella, The Housemaid's Wedding. I can probably guess who she's going to get married to, but I want to finish the Housemaid series because one of my priorities this year is to finish series that I'm in the middle of, and this is one of the series where I could easily just finish it if I just read these 2 little short books, because Freida McFadden books are so fast-paced. I can probably finish this whole book in one sitting. I can obviously finish that book in one sitting. So I just want to finish this series, and I want to be done. I just want to be done with this. So I'm going to finish this. Speaking of finishing series, I want to finish the Alice in Borderland series. I only have 2 more books in this manga series. I have number 8 and number 9 to read. So I'm just going to finish this manga series. I don't know how the manga ends. I'm guessing it ends kind of how season 2 ends. But I really want to finish this. So I want to finish 8 and 9 this month so I can finish that series as well. I also need to read If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. I think that's how you say it. But this is my friend Amanda's favorite book of last year. And she keeps talking about how much she loves this book to me and how she really wants me to meet the characters and like meet her besties that are in this book. So I promised her I would read it this month, so I will be prioritizing this book and try to read it as soon as I can. And it's not that long, and it is on Kindle Unlimited, so I will most likely read this month. I'm also trying to finish the Magnolia Park series, so I'm going to read Daisy Haites and the Great Undoing, which is the 4th book in the Magnolia Park series. Like I said in my reading wrap up, I was more interested in what was going on with the Daisy Haites crew, which is Julian, Daisy, and Christian, than I was with BJ and Magnolia. I did not give a crap about BJ and Magnolia. I just needed them to have a little 5-minute conversation, and that 400 pages could not have even happened. But because of that, I had to be dragged through that entire book by my short hair. And now I just want to know what was going on with Christian. Okay, because Christian was acting so absolutely crazy in that last book, and I just got to know the tea. So I really want to read this book as well. And also it helps me get closer to finishing this series, because I will be finishing Magnolia Parks by this spring. Okay, I need to be done with these series. Okay, so I want to finish this book. I also want to read We Used to Live Here by Marcus Klewer. I don't know how you say this name. I'm so sorry, Marky, if you're watching this, but I really want to read this book. I have been thinking about this book ever since I heard about it. It is about this couple who buys a house, and one day when they're just at their house, a random family shows up at the door and like knocks on the door and are like, hey, we used to live here. Can we bring our kids in here so we can show them around? And then weird stuff starts happening. Yeah, sign me up. That sounds like a fun little thriller, and I am so excited to find out what happens to this family. It sounds so interesting, and I actually got this book on sale and I really want to read it. It is so cute and fun, and also gives me like winter vibes. Like literally, look at it. There's snow on this house. Give it to me right now. Inject it into my veins. I am ready. I am a drug addict for thriller novels. Let's go, bestie. I'm ready. And the last book I have on my January TBR is The Wedding People by Allison Espach. I don't know how to say your name, ma'am. I am so sorry. Your name is spelled weird. I apologize. But I really want to read The Wedding People, and I know this doesn't really give winter vibes, but hear me out. The story sounds really interesting. It's also very moody, and I'm a very big moody reader. And this book also just sounds really sad, and sometimes you need a good cry. Sometimes you need a sad book, and when I'm in the mood for a sad book, this will be my bestie. It's about this lady who is going through some trials, some tribulations, some pain, okay? And she decides to go to this hotel that she's always wanted to go to like pew herself, okay? She's gonna end her miserable life. And when she goes to this hotel, she ends up like joining this wedding party for some weird reason. And while she joins this wedding party, she becomes besties with the bride. And her and the bride have this really fun little relationship. And I need to read it immediately. And it's not like a romantic relationship, but it's like a bestie relationship, and I just need to know what happens. It sounds so cute, and also it sounds hopeful and sad and moody, and I'm really into it. So I really would like to read this book, and I also have been thinking about this book ever since I heard about it, and I just want to read it. Give it to me. I want to read it right now. So yeah, those are all the books that I would like to read in January. I'm so excited about my list of books, and I hope I can read all of them. If I don't, that's sad, but I'm gonna do my best to read them if I can. Thank you guys so much for watching my January TBR video. Make sure you guys leave a like if you like the video and want to read any of these books, and leave a comment down below because it really helps out my channel and it helps my videos be seen. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.